And so to get this evening started properly, I think we should hear from Paul Allen, the man who started this whole effort, to talk a little bit more and to prove to us that one individual can still make a huge difference in this country. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Paul Allen.
First thing we want to do is thank Senator Coburn for bringing us all this nice, cool weather in Muskogee. People said that I should explain what it started, so I've written this out, and I'm going to read it to you. We the People of Oklahoma was founded by a local Enid group of citizens fearful that present government policies centered around the fiscal irresponsibility and excessive intrusion into the personal and business lives of Americans is seriously eroding the chances for future generations to live the kind of life that our founding fathers provided through the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the Declaration of Independence. For well over 200 years, those freedoms and a chance to live out the American, for well over 200 years, Americans have enjoyed those freedoms and a chance to live out the American dream. Shame on us if we allow this opportunity to be taken away from the future generations. Our group believes that if we can provide chances for the public to really understand the seriousness of the present situation and how candidates for office think, we have a better chance of electing people that will be committed to change the present direction of the federal government. In fact, we believe it is imperative to become educated, because then we will automatically remove the overspend, overtax mentality that is holding back our national growth, our prosperity, and at the same time eroding our freedoms. In fact, too many people don't notice the erosion of freedoms. Our group believes that if we fail to change the direction of the country, we see nothing ahead but some giant economic train wreck for those that follow us. Providing this program tonight is our way of trying to start voter education process. Please listen carefully, because we have an expert that's going to talk to us about the situation in Washington. Listen carefully, and for heaven's sakes, go out and vote this fall for the person that you think is going to help right our country. I think our group appreciates the Tea Party and what they have done to help bring focus to the political landscape. But our group, or our purpose, is not to bash either party. Our purpose is to educate people so that they learn the issues and they vote correctly and not emotionally if they're attached to one party or another. But we have absolutely, desperately need to return fiscal responsibility to our country. That is the biggest thing. That if we can do that, for one thing, it will limit the erosion of our freedoms, because the government won't have the excess money, or won't be able to borrow the excess money that does away with some of our freedoms. So our purpose is education. Be educated and be active and vote. That's all we ask. And I sure do appreciate Senator Coburn coming here and being able to give you people his opinions of what's going on in Washington.
Thank you, Paul. Folks, a reason why education is so important, a recent study was done that just came out. 1,000 voters in the state of Oklahoma were surveyed, and they were asked the same questions from the U.S. citizenship test that people that want to come into this country legally have to fill out and have to take. And the worst answer came on this question. Only 11% of registered voters in Oklahoma knew at least 2 of the 3 rights granted in the Declaration of Independence: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is at the core of what it means to be an American, and yet only 11% knew the answer to that question. It's frightening. So education and getting involved in talking with our neighbors and our friends and our fellow voters is so important. But talking about Oklahoma, let's go ahead and stand up. Let's get involved and let's sing our state song, Oklahoma. Let's have Josh Phelps back out. Here we go. Oklahoma, it comes sweeping down the plain, where the waving breeze, it sure smells sweet, and the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, my highland and I, sail and talk and watch a hawk doing crazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. So when we say, hey, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma, okay. I'm so glad we got Josh Phelps here, because Paul and I could not do that. Probably best. Folks, now the reason that everyone's come out this evening, I'd like to introduce a man that you all know and probably needs no introduction, but I think it's important to note one thing. And he's probably tired of hearing the story, but how many of you are tired of those who represent us in Washington or politicians that just won't be honest with you? How many are tired of those that will tell you one thing and then go do something else and think that you just need to accept it, that you're just, it's not true? When Dr. Coburn was running for Senate, he walked into a room of senior citizens and he said, look, we can't afford this. We're going to cut Medicare and cut Medicaid. We're going to rein in spending and take care of Social Security. And if you don't like it, don't vote for me. No politician has the courage to do that, but he had the courage to be honest, to treat us like his fellow neighbors that he respects, and we thank him for it. And we're honored to have him here tonight. Please rise and join me in thanking and welcoming Dr. Tom Coburn.